Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. I got a show for you today. Yep, Portnoy got banned, it appears. And just when you think this feud couldn't get any worse, it gets worse. You gotta be kidding me. This is like Christmas for Dave Portnoy. What are you doing, Ohio State? You can't ban this knucklehead. Let's get into this one. He's gonna have a party over this.
All right, emergency press conference time. So the big story involving me right now is Ohio State banning me from entering the shoe, be part of Big Noon Kickoff on the field. They also banned the Barstool Sports College football show. We were supposed to be in Columbus. We talked about being in Columbus. And then we got word that Ohio State was not going to allow us to be on campus with Big Noon Kickoff. So, I've seen a lot of back and forth. Listen, this is a unique spot for me because I always just sling it and say what's happening. And Barstool is an independent pirate ship. We work for ourselves. That's why people love us. We don't filter anything. We don't hide anything. Now, we formed this big relationship with Fox, and I'm always cognizant of our partners and trying to do right by them. And they definitely got put in a weird spot because they didn't see this. How could anybody see that Crying Ryan Day and Ohio State would be this soft? I mean, they got a big game versus Texas coming up. A game I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for the Big Ten. But Michigan has just broken Ohio State. Ohio State has lost 4 straight times. They haven't beaten Michigan in a decade. They wake up, they think about Michigan. They go to sleep, they think about Michigan. They see this face, it's the boogeyman. So Fox was like, yeah, this will be great. We'll bring in Dave, spice things up. No, Ohio State literally can't even focus on Texas. We cannot have Dave on the set. We just can't. And I wasn't going to say anything. It's like, all right, we'll just go to week 2. I'm trying to be the good soldier, the good partner. We're just starting this thing with Fox. Story breaks, Bobby Carpenter, the old linebacker from Ohio State. He has a podcast that nobody listens to. And they basically say they have it on authority, 100% certainty that people within the administration of Ohio State have banned me in Barstool Sports. So that starts the story. I already knew this for a week and a half. We canceled our production. We had to pay a fee, late fee, all the stuff for not coming to Ohio State, Columbus. But Bobby Carpenter, he gets the ball rolling. It becomes a story. I still hadn't said much. I'm just kind of like, the me and the emoji with the picture with the mustache, like when I snuck into the Super Bowl. But then Ross Bjorka, the AD of Ohio State, comes out. He's like, that's a lie. We would never ban Dave. Listen, and Ohio State people are eating it up because obviously when the story broke, everyone's like, oh my God, Ohio State is so soft. Michigan broke them.
All right, Ohio State. Look, if you've learned nothing from the Tennessee Vols, you don't ban somebody from your stadium that you don't like. No. That's not what you do. Invite Dave in. Matter of fact, give him a great seat right down there in the student section where he'll feel the most comfortable. Now make sure you've got plenty of golfers in the crowd and all the French's mustard you can get your hands on because you want to make sure he feels very invited. You don't ban him. Now he gets to run around all year yelling and screaming, Ohio State's afraid of me. They're soft. Sherman, get the Sherman. No. Dang. You guys are coming off a national title and you're screwing it up. Don't give Dave anything. Now look at the memes. Look at the gifts that are going to be out there. Yeah, you just can't allow this to happen. You need to unban him. Let him come on in. I cannot, oh man. And then he's screaming about how they've owned you for the whole decade and all this crap. Michigan lost 15 out of 16 times prior to Connor Stallions showing up. That's what turned this whole thing on its head was all that cheating by Connor Stallions. And he's chimed in. He said, oh, you need tickets? Yeah, put on his little fake sunglasses. He can sneak in, no problem. Give him a Texas jersey and a Texas hat there, Connor. Connor. Of course he would chime in. Let me tell you something, Connor. Without you and your cheating, Michigan would have never turned that series around.
You never had a chance to defeat me, fool. And you know why?
Because you cheated?
No, not because I cheated, because I'm an evil genius.
Yeah, evil genius my butt. Here he is. He's going to wear a mustache and sneak in. Connor, you can do better than that for him. At least get him a jersey from Texas on it. All right, now we got Uncle Lou. You knew he would chime in on this one.
In order to believe this statement from Ross Bjork, that this doesn't have anything to do with Ohio State, that this is purely a Fox decision, in order to believe that, then you have to think that Fox went out this offseason, spent untold millions of dollars to hire Dave Portnoy specifically for their big noon kickoff pregame show, and then made the decision right before the first big noon kickoff of the year, which just happens to be probably the biggest college football game of the year, Texas and Ohio State. Fox decided on their own, yeah, we paid Dave Portnoy millions of dollars to come in and sort of be our version of Pat McAfee over on game day, and we're paying him a king's ransom, and we're excited to have him. But we're not going to have him at this game. We're not going to have him on the desk, and we're not going to have him on the field and all that. It's just we don't need him. I don't think anybody outside of a handful of Ohio State fans is going to buy this.
Yeah, it's not looking so good. There's a big debate as to whether or not he was banned or not. I think he was banned. You'll see story after story. AD refutes report that Dave Portnoy is banned, and they're saying it's Fox Sports. Why would Fox care? Why would Fox ban Portnoy and say you can't go in there? That doesn't make any sense. And there's tons and tons. You look at all the stories on Google. It says Ohio State bars Dave Portnoy from stadium. Then there's, all down through here. And then there'll be one or two in there that says refuted. This one, Daily Mail, this just an hour ago said they did. It's everywhere. This has become a rivalry that definitely competes with the Alabama-Auburn. Right now, it's the hottest feud in the country, college football-wise. And Ohio State has just handed over something for this Dave Portnoy, who is just, God, he is so brutal about this anyway. And now you've just handed him a weapon. Oh, no. No. Ohio State, you got to beat Michigan. You have to now. You have to. You've got to shut up Portnoy. Because otherwise, if they win this year, I don't know what you're going to be able to do with the guy. I think he'll lose his mind. So, anyway, I think they banned him. I do. And I think now they're trying to Bjork is trying. Why did they have Bjork involved in this? What the hell does she know about football? Anyway, this is no bueno. This is like the felony deal on planting the flag by the politician. It's just going to invite more scrutiny and taking a bunch of crap. And now you got to beat Texas too, even more. Whew, man, what a way to start off the season. I woke up this morning and I was like, I wonder what big stories. I already had it. I was going to do another show on something else. But this popped up. I was like, oh my gosh, I got to cover this. So anyway, it's getting crazy. Ohio State, you need to unban him. I would unban him and invite him in. Just like I say, just make sure you're well stocked with the right tools and everything that you need and invite him right on in.
It's a trap.
Come on and wear all your Michigan stuff, Dave. Oh, man, this is a great opportunity for you Ohio State fans, and you're blowing it. Anyway, you folks tell me what you think in the comment section, whether or not he was banned or not. I personally think he was, and I think Ohio State's fingerprints are on it. And I don't side with Michigan on much anything. All they did for 2.5 years is cheat everybody they could.
It's got to be America's team.
And it affected my VOLS big time.
Oh, this is going to get damn ugly right here.
Anyway, if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Lets me know to continue to cover. Well, no, the thumbs up button. Hit that. And right over here, subscribe button. Boom, boom. Hit that button right there. Won't cost you a dime. Boom. That's the third boom. Right over here's most recent video. YouTube, thanks. You'll enjoy. We'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay. Oh, Ohio State, what are you doing?
Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
That it is, Edward. That it is indeed.